The history, culture, and economics of boba in bubble tea. Boba are tapioca pearls and are the signature ingredient in boba tea or bubble tea, a globally popular drink that originated in Taiwan and has since become a multi-billion-dollar industry. The chewy texture and versatility of boba pearls have made them an essential part of modern beverage culture, influencing both food trends and global markets. The history of boba in bubble tea. The origins of tapioca and boba. Tapioca pearls are made from tapioca starch, which is derived from the cassava root, a plant native to South America. Cassava was introduced to Asia by Portuguese traders in the 17th century, and tapioca became a popular thickening agent in various Asian desserts. The birth of boba tea or bubble tea in Taiwan during the 1980s. Boba tea, also known as bubble tea or pearl milk tea, originated in Taiwan in the 1980s. Two tea shops claim to have invented it. Hamlin Tea Room, 1986. The owner, Tu Song-hee, reportedly created white tapioca pearl tea after seeing white tapioca balls in a market. Chun Shui Tang, 1988. Lin Su Hui added black tapioca pearls to iced milk tea during a meeting, creating the drink we know today. The drink gained massive popularity across Taiwan before spreading to Hong Kong, China, and eventually the rest of the world. Global expansion during the 1990s to 2000s. In the 1990s, Taiwanese immigrants introduced boba tea to the United States, Canada, and Australia, particularly in Chinatowns and Asian communities. By the 2000s, boba tea had evolved into a trendy, Instagram-worthy beverage, with variations in flavors, toppings, and cup designs. Cultural significance of boba. A symbol of Taiwanese innovation. Boba tea is a source of national pride in Taiwan, representing the country's culinary creativity and global influence. Taiwan has embraced boba as part of its food tourism, with entire streets dedicated to bubble tea shops. Social and youth culture influence. Boba culture is deeply embedded in youth culture, particularly in East Asia and the West. Bubble tea shops became hangout spots for students and young adults, similar to the coffeehouse culture in Western countries. The rise of social media and aesthetic food trends helped boba tea grow in popularity worldwide. Customization and creativity. One of the reasons boba remains popular is its customizability. Different tea bases like milk tea, fruit tea, matcha tea, and taro tea. Choice of sweeteners you can use like honey, brown sugar, or even condensed milk. Various toppings like popping boba, jelly, red beans, or cheese foam. This adaptability makes boba appeal to diverse tastes and cultures. Boba as a lifestyle brand. Many boba brands like Tiger Sugar, Gongcha, and the Alley have established strong brand identities, turning boba into a lifestyle product rather than just a drink. The economics of boba, a multi-billion-dollar industry. The growing global boba market. The bubble tea industry is expected to reach $4.3 billion by 2027, with significant growth in North America, Europe, and Asia. The rise of specialty boba chains and DIY boba kits has expanded the market beyond traditional Asian communities. Cost and profitability. Boba tea is highly profitable because of its low ingredient cost and high markup. Tapioca pearls cost only a few cents per serving, yet a cup of boba tea sells for $4 to $8 in the US. The drink is also customizable, meaning customers pay extra for toppings, milk choices, and flavor add-ons. The influence of supply chains. Tapioca production is largely dependent on Thailand, Vietnam, and Taiwan, where cassava is farmed and processed into tapioca starch. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of the boba supply chain, leading to temporary shortages of tapioca pearls in 2021. Boba's role in fast casual and franchise businesses. Many bubble tea shops operate on a franchise model, allowing for rapid global expansion. Chains like Kung Fu Tea, Coco, Cha Dime, and Gong Cha have established themselves as international brands, with thousands of locations worldwide. My conclusion: boba is more than just a chewy, sweet addition to tea. It is a symbol of innovation, cultural fusion, and global business growth. From its humble origins in Taiwan to its multi-billion-dollar industry, boba continues to be a major force in modern food culture. Homemade boba pearls and classic boba tea recipe. Making boba pearls from scratch and brewing classic bubble tea at home is easier than you think. Follow this recipe for chewy, sweet tapioca pearls and a delicious milk tea base. Ingredients. For the boba pearls, tapioca pearls. Half a cup or 65 grams of tapioca starch, plus extra for dusting. A quarter cup or 60 milliliters of water. 2 tablespoons brown sugar, or dark muscovado sugar. For the classic boba milk tea. 2 black tea bags or loose leaf black tea. 1.5 cups or 350 milliliters of hot water. A quarter cup or 60 milliliters of whole milk or non-dairy alternative. 2 tablespoons brown sugar syrup, see recipe below. 1 cup ice cubes. Cooked boba pearls. Instructions. Make the boba pearls. In a small saucepan, heat a quarter cup water and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar over low heat. Stir until sugar dissolves. Once it starts bubbling, turn off the heat and quickly mix in half the tapioca starch, stirring rapidly. Add the remaining tapioca starch and knead into a dough. It should be soft and slightly sticky. Roll into a thin rope, then cut into small pearl-sized pieces. Roll into tiny balls. Dust with extra tapioca starch to prevent sticking. Cook the boba pearls. Bring 4 cups of water to a boil. Add the boba pearls and cook for 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Turn off the heat, cover the pot, and let the boba sit for another 10 minutes for the best chewy texture. Drain and rinse the pearls under cold water. Soak in 2 tablespoons of brown sugar syrup to keep them sweet and soft. Brew the tea and assemble the drink. Steep 2 black tea bags in hot water for 5 minutes, then let cool. Fill a glass with ice cubes and a quarter cup of boba pearls. Pour in the cool black tea, add brown sugar syrup, and stir in milk. Mix well and serve with a wide boba straw. Bonus: brown sugar syrup recipe. In a saucepan, melt half a cup brown sugar with a quarter cup water over low heat. Stir until thickened, about 3 minutes. Let cool and use for sweetening boba tea. Customization ideas. Matcha boba latte. Use matcha green tea instead of black tea. Taro boba tea. Blend cooked taro with milk for a creamy twist. Fruit tea boba. Use mango, passion fruit, or peach tea with fruit jellies. Why is it important to make homemade boba? You can control the sweetness and the ingredients you put into your boba tea. There's no preservatives or artificial flavors in your homemade version. You will have the freshest, softest, and the chewiest pearls for your drink of your choice. If you could create your own unique boba tea flavor, what would it be? Would you add a special topping or a new kind of tea? Let me know in the comments. Do you love learning about the history of food? Want to see more delicious deep dives into culinary culture? Then don't forget to subscribe to Knowledge Void and hit that notification bell so you never miss a bite. If you want to help support the channel and keep these mouth-watering videos coming, consider joining my Patreon. You'll get exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and even more tasty history. Click the link in the description to become a patron today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next delicious episode. Hey, food explorers! Welcome back to Knowledge Void, where we dive deep into the delicious stories behind your favorite foods. Today, we're traveling to South Asia to explore a beverage that's not just refreshing but carries thousands of years of history in every sip, the magnificent mango lassi. If you've ever visited an Indian restaurant, you've probably spotted this golden delight on the menu. But did you know this creamy, fruity perfection has ancient roots dating back to the Vedic period? That's right. We're talking over 3,000 years of delicious history. Lassi itself, the yogurt drink without mango, has been consumed across the Indian subcontinent for millennia. In ancient texts dating back to 1500 BCE, we find references to fermented dairy drinks that were likely the ancestors of modern lassi. In Ayurveda, India's traditional medicine system, yogurt drinks were valued for their cooling properties, absolutely essential in those scorching South Asian summers before air conditioning. The fermentation process was also a brilliant preservation technique in warm climates. But what about the mango part? Mangoes have been cultivated in India for over 4,000 years, with India being recognized as the first place to systematically grow this incredible fruit. The true romance between mangoes and lassi blossomed during the Mughal era, when emperors were absolutely obsessed with mangoes. Emperor Akbar is said to have planted a mango orchard with 100,000 trees. Talk about being a superfan. The combination of mango with lassi likely developed organically in Punjab, where dairy culture was strong and seasonal mangoes were abundant. What began as a practical way to preserve dairy and enjoy seasonal fruit has evolved into one of South Asia's most beloved beverages. While mango lassi isn't a celebration itself, it's deeply woven into the fabric of South Asian cultural life. During Hindu festivals like Janmashtami, Krishna's birthday, lassi is a perfect offering, as Krishna was known for his love of dairy products. During the vibrant spring festival of Holi, when everyone's throwing colored powders and having a blast, mango lassi provides a cooling counterbalance to spicy then dye drinks. After running around throwing colors all day, nothing beats that refreshing yogurt goodness. At South Asian weddings, which can last for days and often take place during hot summer months, mango lassi serves as both a welcome drink and a cooling refreshment during extended ceremonies. In South Asian hospitality traditions, offering a fresh mango lassi to guests is considered the ultimate welcome. It's like saying, "Come in, cool down, and let me show you my very best." This humble drink has become a major economic force. Over 90% of South Asian restaurants worldwide feature it on their menus, with profit margins reaching 70 to 80% per serving. India, the world's largest mango producer with over 20 million tons annually, dedicates approximately 5 to 7% of its mango crop to lassi and related beverages. That's a lot of mangoes. Street vendors and small business owners selling fresh lassi represent an important sector of the informal economy, with an estimated 200,000 plus lassi vendors operating across India. Each vendor has their own secret recipe and loyal following. Now, let's make this royal refreshment ourselves. Here's what you'll need. 1 cup ripe mango, about 1 large mango. 1 cup plain yogurt, full fat is traditional. 2 to 3 tablespoons sugar or honey. 1/4 teaspoon ground cardamom. A pinch of saffron strands, optional. Half a cup cold water or milk. Ice cubes, optional. Mint leaves and chopped pistachios for garnish. First, we'll prepare our mango. I'm using Alfonso mangoes today. They're known as the king of mangoes in India, but any sweet, ripe mango will work beautifully. Peel and chop your mango into chunks. Don't worry about being too precise. It's all going in the blender. Now let's add our yogurt. I'm using full-fat traditional yogurt for that authentic richness. Next, we'll add sugar, start with less and adjust later, and our ground cardamom for that aromatic magic. Blend until smooth, then add cold water or milk gradually to achieve your desired consistency. Traditional lassi is slightly thicker than a typical smoothie, almost velvety in texture. Always taste and adjust. The sweetness should complement, not overpower, the natural mango flavor. If you're using saffron, crush the strands slightly between your fingers and add them now for that gorgeous golden color and subtle flavor. In Punjab, lassi is traditionally served in earthenware cups called kulhats, which keep the drink naturally cool and add a subtle, earthy flavor. For an authentic experience, chill your serving glasses well before pouring. And there we have it. Finish with a sprinkle of cardamom, some chopped pistachios, and a mint leaf for that restaurant-quality presentation. This refreshing drink is perfect alongside spicy foods or as a delightful breakfast treat. From ancient preservation technique to global phenomenon, mango lassi represents the beautiful intersection of necessity, tradition, and pure deliciousness. Today, you'll find mango lassi everywhere from 5-star restaurants to street corners and even in innovative forms like popsicles, cheesecakes, and cocktails. It's truly a testament to how good ideas transcend time and borders. Have you ever tried mango lassi before? What's your favorite way to customize it? Do you prefer it extra sweet, with a hint of spice, or with a different fruit added? Share your mango lassi experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this delicious deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to Knowledge Void and hit that notification bell so you never miss a bite. If you want to help support the channel and keep these mouth-watering videos coming, consider joining my Patreon. You'll get exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and even more tasty history. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next delicious episode. Tejate, the sacred drink of Benito Juarez Day. What's up, food explorers? Welcome back to another episode of Knowledge Void, where we dive deep into the delicious intersection of food and history. Today, we're celebrating one of Mexico's most important holidays and unlocking the secrets of an ancient pre-Hispanic drink that's literally fit for the gods. I'm talking about Benito Juarez Day and the incredible Oaxacan drink called Tejate. But this isn't just any ordinary beverage. This is a drink with roots older than the Spanish conquest of Mexico, a drink still made today using techniques passed down through countless generations, and a drink that creates this magical foam that you absolutely have to see. So, if you're ready to travel to Oaxaca and discover why this labor-intensive beverage is worth every minute of effort, stick around. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you later. Before we dive into the delicious stuff, let's talk about why Mexicans celebrate Benito Juarez Day on March 21st. Benito Juarez wasn't just any president. He was Mexico's first indigenous president, born in 1806 to Zapotec parents in a tiny village called San Pablo Galateo in Oaxaca. Imagine this, orphaned at just 3 years old, speaking only Zapotec until age 12, and then rising to become one of Mexico's most respected leaders. Talk about an underdog story. Juarez transformed Mexico with reforms that separated church and state, strengthened public education, and promoted equal rights for indigenous populations. And he stood up against foreign invaders, refusing to surrender even when the French installed their own emperor. His most famous quote, "Respect for the rights of others is peace," still resonates today. That's why his birthday is one of Mexico's most important holidays, celebrated with parades, ceremonies, and of course, amazing food. And speaking of amazing food, let's talk about Tejate. This isn't just any drink. The Zapotec people call it the drink of the gods, and it has pre-Hispanic origins. In Oaxaca, especially during Benito Juarez celebrations, you'll find special Tejate stands in plazas and markets. These women, known as tejateras, serve this frothy deliciousness from colorfully painted gourds called jicaras. What makes Tejate so special is this incredible foam that forms on top. That's the most prized part. And the fact that it requires such dedication to prepare makes it the perfect tribute to a president who rose from humble beginnings through hard work and perseverance. Now, let's break down what goes into authentic Tejate. I'm not going to lie, some of these ingredients might be challenging to find, but I'll share some substitutions later. First, we need nixtamalized corn, which is corn treated with an alkaline solution. You might know it as hominy. Next up, fermented cacao beans, not your regular chocolate chips, folks. This is unprocessed, unsweetened cacao. Then we need mamey pits. These are seeds from the mamey sapote fruit. If you can't find these, you can substitute with more cacao. And the star ingredient, Rosita de cacao flowers or Cororibia funebris. These flowers are what create the magical foam, and honestly, there's no perfect substitute, but I'll share some workarounds. Making Tejate is a labor of love, and traditionally, it's a communal activity that starts before dawn. Let me show you how it's done. First, we're toasting the corn until it's fragrant and golden. The aroma is incredible, nutty and warm. Next, we toast the cacao beans, being careful not to burn them. Once they cool, we'll remove the shells. Traditionally, all the ingredients would be ground on a metate, a stone grinding tool that's been used in Mesoamerica for thousands of years. But today, I'm using a spice grinder to make it more accessible. Now for the magic. We combine all our ground ingredients and add just enough cool water to form a thick paste. Then we knead it for about 15 minutes. This is where the arm workout comes in. Finally, we gradually add this paste to cool water while mixing vigorously. Watch what happens. This incredible foam starts to form on top. That's the sign of authentic Tejate. We'll add piloncillo to taste and a pinch of salt, then let it settle for a few minutes before serving. Traditionally, Tejate is served at room temperature or slightly cool, never ice cold, in these beautiful hand-painted jicaras. The drink separates naturally, with this gorgeous foam rising to the top. It's refreshing with a complex flavor, nutty from the corn, rich from the cacao, with a hint of sweetness. The texture is slightly gritty, but has this amazing mouthfeel. And the foam. It's light and almost dissolves on your tongue. What makes this even more special is knowing that people have been enjoying this exact same flavor for centuries. When you drink Tejate, you're tasting a piece of pre-Hispanic history. During Benito Juarez celebrations, Tejate takes on added significance. Its accessibility to all classes of people embodies Juarez's egalitarian ideals. The labor-intensive preparation represents dedication to tradition, something Juarez himself valued deeply as he worked to modernize Mexico while honoring its indigenous roots. In Oaxaca, during celebrations, you'll see special Tejate stands decorated with portraits of Juarez and the Mexican flag. People gather around, sharing this communal drink that represents their heritage and honors the legacy of their beloved president. Now, I know some of these ingredients are challenging to find, so here are some adaptations that still capture the spirit of Tejate. If you can't find nixtamalized corn, you can use masa harina mixed with a bit of cornmeal for texture. For cacao, high-quality unsweetened cocoa powder can work in a pinch. Instead of mamey pits, try using a mix of toasted sesame seeds and almonds. The rosita de cacao is the toughest to substitute, but a tiny bit of gum arabic, available at specialty baking stores, can help create some foam. It won't be exactly the same, but it will give you a taste of this amazing tradition. And there you have it, Tejate, the drink of the gods and a perfect way to celebrate Benito Juarez Day. This incredible beverage represents everything Juarez stood for, honoring indigenous traditions while bringing people together in celebration of shared heritage. Have you ever tried Tejate or another traditional pre-Hispanic Mexican drink? If you'd like to learn about modern adaptations of Tejate, like frozen Tejate or Tejate-inspired cocktails, or want suggestions for a simplified version using more accessible ingredients, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this culinary journey into Mexican history, please hit that like button and subscribe for more delicious cultural explorations. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep exploring cultures through food, and remember Juarez's words, respect for the rights of others is peace. Happy cooking and bien proved, Cho.